So we finished the layers of the ocean, and now we're going to discuss organisms in each layer, or what does biodiversity mean anyway? Break up that word for me. Life. Differences, okay? And diversity means variety and amount. So where there's the most variety and where there's the most amount. So what's first? Look at my pictures. Coral reefs has the most diversity. What's second? And I'll tell you what that picture is right there. What?
Is it gotta be in the water?
Yeah, we're in the aquatic biome.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where, if you notice in this picture, you see a lake flowing into the ocean. What do we call that? An estuary, good. It's a coastal wetland or estuary. You see the coast there? That's what they call coastal wetlands. And what's the last picture?
Underwater volcano.
Which is where? What part of the ocean?
Deep ocean.
What's the deep ocean called? Well, the benthic in where? Because the benthic could be when you walk in the water. No, it is a layer in the oceanic, the bottom layer. Lower.
Let's start with a B.
No.
The abyss.
Yes, the abyss.
Oh.
The deep ocean or abyss was 1, 2, and 3. Now, an estuary is, if you don't know the definition, please write it down. It's where fresh water and salt water meet, and the water in between is called brackish water. So I'll repeat. Freshwater biomes. What's happening? Oh, there's 2 types. Standing. And what's the other one?
Still.
No, standing is still. And they call that lentic, like lento. Think of that if you know root words in Spanish. And flowing is lotic. Types of standing water. Give me examples. I promise you. What's that?
Trees.
No, what type?
A pond.
A lake.
Oh.
It's actually a swamp, actually. Okay, it looks like a lake. But lake is a good example. This is a wetland. So swamp, wetland. All you have to do is name them. Types
For what?
of standing water. Swamp, wetland.
Is there like numbers?
1, 2. Anybody know what that one is on the left?
Marsh.
It's the one on the right is actually, that's a bog, and then the marsh. Good. Oops.
There you go.
There you go.
You went.
Then we've got lakes and ponds. Now, the only freshwater biome that has zones like an ocean is a lake. Why? Because it's the only one that in certain places has depth. So we're gonna name the zones of a lake. These are the lake zones. So littoral is the zone closest to the shore. Underline the lit for lit zone. It's not there. In the littoral zone, there's plants that can live in water and out of water. They can be submerged or on land.
Is there such thing as lake weed, like seaweed, but
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's algae, the same organism. The one you saw in your jars is growing there. All right, limnetic is the like what we call the open water of the lake. So it's kind of like the oceanic zone or the open sea. And the limnetic zone is like deep out when you swim out. It can have a lit layer, which is, euphotic, or it can have a twilight, and it can also have a profundal zone, which can be very dark and no light.